Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me on Berets, and here I am today to talk about a few different things. Kind of just have a few things I want to talk about. Been saving up a little bit, obviously just busy and whatnot, but hey, got some stuff. Alright, so first of all, Carbuncle. Let's just get the thing that's not on the list out of the way. Carbuncle is our brand new summon here on the JP side, and as you can tell, the animation is adorable. I gotta say, the summon animations in this game never let me down. Neither does the vision card artwork for a lot of the original stuff. Very rarely is there a vision card that I just don't like the art style or whatnot, and summon animations are really cool. So, yeah. I'm really happy to see Carbuncle in the game. I think his animation looks great. A little bit of the details about him. In his kit, he has TP up, hit rate, evasion rate, magic attack up, shooting resistance, darkness resistance, devil killer, darkness killer, and summon magic level, which is interesting, the summon magic. I'm curious because basically Carbuncle increases healing rate and gives reflect for some number of turns. I'm curious about how much summon magic really matters on this summon. I'll be interested to see the details on WOTV Calc when they come out. Alright, next thing to talk about, I want to talk about Dark Helena, Dark Witch Helena, Witch Dark Helena, and Helena Witch Dark Helena Witch. Gotta say that overall my impressions of her have definitely been improved from what I originally talked about. This is a unit that I was impressed pretty early on with the general stats she had, the general kit that she had. I think I talked a fair amount about how just generally happy I was with her overall design and thinking that it was pretty good value. It's a little tiring on the JP side with all of the limited and double cost units that have been coming out, especially with EX being a thing too now. It's been a little tough, but the good news about that is that they have made some of these units have been really great. Yuna has been really great. I think Lord Mont has been really great. Maybe too great, but that's a different story. And Dark Helena here is also really great. As you can see, mine's currently level 82. And as you can see, her magic stat is pretty darn good. Yes, she is equipped with a magic ball here that gives her a bit of a boost to magic stat, but taking a look at the Esper that I have with her, she's only a 3 resonance Esper so far with Typhon. Some of you may be wondering why that summon. Well, basically, if you look here, Diablos is where it needs to be, and Bahamut is where it needs to be for my clearing content with mages party. Anyway, my impressions of this unit have only gotten better over time. She is just really, I think, the perfect reroll unit. If you were ever just new to WOTV and you were wondering when to jump in on global, when this unit comes out, I think is a good one, or anniversary and save for this unit. This unit is borderline my perfect unit in the game for a couple of reasons. First of all, she is a farmer. She has a lot of good AoE attacks, really strong AoE attacks that can just clear this farm content reliably fast, and she can also support other units. She also has just a really great TMR. She is an updated kit. She is fantastic head to toe. Overall, she's basically kind of what I would define as a perfect WOTV unit. A unit that can be used in really high difficulty content, but also content that, you have to do all the time, which is more farm content, where it's just good to have a really reliable party with a really reliable unit that can just make sure that, you can auto it over a long period of time and not have to worry about it. So, yeah, Dark Helena is basically pretty perfect as far as I'm concerned. I think that, there could be maybe she could have a little more HP, but as opposed to a lot of the other more, other double cost units out there, Mont is a very good tank, and, I think that's kind of where he ends for the most part. He can still do DPS and everything, but it doesn't quite stack up to being as much as you would think. Gilgamesh is perfectly fine, but again, I've never found him to be exceedingly good value, because even though he is, I think, he's a little bit better in interpersonal, I feel like, sometimes, rather than farm, because he just doesn't have enough AoE. But, and then you look at Bling Stern, who, I mean, we haven't seen his EX yet, so I'll kind of hold off on that. But I do think that this unit is insanely good, and one of the things I don't think I talked about in my review, but I'll mention it again, just her counter ability, which is brand new for her, where she has just a really, really good counter. Chance to counter all damage 30% with an increase of 15% AP for herself. That's a big AP battery. When you combine that with her TMR, which gives her not only a agility boost of 25% for 3 turns, but also the damage taken reduced by 35% for 3 turns, or 3 times, sorry, not 3 turns, that would be insane. I think this is one of the best TMRs in everything. So yeah, if you're curious about where my opinions lie about this unit right now, I think that just absolutely borderline insane. Everyone should basically try and get this unit when she comes to global. I think her and Mont are almost worth enough for skipping most of Final Fantasy X, save for Yuna or Tidus, and definitely skipping Nier, even if you are a fan of that one. But that's just my opinion. If you want to go for Nier, go for it. Alright, next thing to talk about is the new raid here on the JP side. This is the Valentine's Day raid, where the newest piece of equipment is the chocolate earrings. I'll show this off because I think this is one of the more interesting things. As you can see, they are chocolate flans. Can't tell if I actually like this or not. But a big heads up for this raid is the fact that it actually has a exclusive crafting material. Yay. There it is. So yeah, this is something I don't like to see. I really am not super pleased to see a time-limited crafting material. I mean, it's cute. It's got a nice little design to it. And, you know, it is fun to have this kind of event stuff. But in a game where you want to, like, maybe craft stuff over time, unless this stuff is plentiful, which, going back to the raid, you know, got to check drops. There's your quick look at bonuses. No, it's not. So I think that's a little bit shitty. Or I wish it was, if you're going to do this kind of stuff, I wish there was a little more goodwill towards the community and the farmers of just giving more than enough. Because right now I'm just not pleased to see another thing using dark crystals, because I feel like we've had that recently, but also just the idea that there's potentially a limited resource which could just screw people on. That isn't really fun. Other than that, the raid is fairly straightforward. Bring dark magic users, dark attack users, put the Diablos card on, you know, and have a good time. It doesn't seem like that difficult of a raid, minus potentially getting rare drops, but, you know, your experience may vary. Alright, and keeping this video relatively short, because I have other things to do and talk about tonight, and just don't really want to talk that much about all of this. There is a brand new, going to be a broadcast, a live stream. This live stream, honestly, it is the FFBE Phantom War official sub-program Rionis private broadcasting. Just rolls right off the tongue. Alright, but criticism aside, it will be taking place on the 13th, a Saturday, at 8 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. And honestly, taking a look at this, I think that this is a 100% easy pass. There's no mention of any collaborations that will be announced in the headliner. And this is the 13th, right before the 14th, which is probably going to be the next unit. We already have basically data mined that there is going to be some kind of Valentine's Day event / units. And, well, we've got a Valentine's Day raid, so that might be it right now. But honestly, I think this will be a really big fluff piece. I don't think there'll be anything really announced that's going to be worth tuning in for. Probably just a limited time Valentine's Day unit/units, potentially a vision card to go with it the following week, and other than that, I don't think there will be really anything monumental here, because the list of people taking a look at it, we got the assistant director, the director, Goodwill ambassador, so a couple of YouTubers and the director. I think this will be a very easy skip. If you really want to find out what is going to be coming, just hang out, wait until after, and people will post the few things that were monumental. I've seen these kind of live streams before where just there isn't really much to them, and there is a lot of fluff to this, and yeah, just don't pump up their viewer numbers. They don't need it. Also, to state how unmonumental I think this will be, I'm not going to be streaming this. I'm not restreaming this. This isn't anything exciting. This is like their sub program. I think this is just going to be 40 minutes of talking, 5 minutes of a new unit being shown off, and 15 minutes of apologizing for bugs and the fact that they so many limited and double cost units, and the Japanese community isn't still that happy. Yeah, that's about it. That's what I think we're going to see. So easy skip on this one. Skip the live stream. Tune in later for the details. I'm sure there will be some, and it will be a limited time unit that you have to spend on. And Globalers, I do think you should keep an eye on the after, just to see what was announced, because it will probably be coming your way as well. And as a last piece of detail in this video, I'm just going to say one more thing. For people who are like, Umbra, you feel a little not so positive about the game lately. Yeah, but I will counterbalance that with the fact that I will talk about something very positive in my life at the end of every video. So here it is. Final Fantasy XIV expansion. Announced for the end of this year. Super excited. Loving the look of Sage. Loving the look of the new content. If it's half anywhere, like even if it's like a quarter of as good as Shadowbringers was, it's going to be a good time. But I think it'll be amazing as well. So cheers to Yoshi P and Final Fantasy XIV. Really looking forward to that new expansion. And I'm going to be jumping back in that game very shortly. As soon as I delete Cyberpunk off my PS5. Waiting for those patches. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.